So I've been really looking forward to making this video for some time now because the number one question I get asked is where I get my boxes from, or if not my boxes, my shopping bag. And of course I do design myself. I design my own shopping bags, but I also hired help. But there are a lot of resources out there, and I understand when you're starting out, you don't know where to start. And what works for me, you may not like, but I'm still happy to share what my top favorites are. And whatever I miss in this video, please watch it all and then, ask away in the comments. I love to answer questions, get back to you as quickly as I can. So we're going to talk about packaging. We're going to talk about boxes, tape, shopping bag, mini boxes, custom boxes, tissue paper, my favorite. I love my tissue paper. Grab your favorite beverage or have me in the background. I'm going to have captions because YouTube is very weird with my captions lately. Like, my settings are built in for it, but some videos doesn't show it. So I do apologize for those who are unable to watch my videos because of the closed captions. I'm just not sure why it's not working. Like, it's just not available for me. So I'm going to have some words here, and hopefully they don't bother you for those who do have the caption feature, but just know that's why. So let's get started. All right, so let's start with the custom boxes. I'm not going to have you wait to the end of the video. Let's start with my first style. This particular one is from No Issue. I have the inside printed and I have the outside printed, and this is actual cardboard. I didn't know that when I ordered from them, and it's fine because I do make concrete candles, so you need something strong because concrete candles are heavy, but I love it. And I thought the inside was just really cute. It goes with my tissue paper and other marketing material that I have, and it's just really easy to put together like that. Have my logo, my branding, other icons of mine, and the side printed. It does cost more to print in the inside and the outside, so if you do go with the outside design, it is a bit cheaper. It does ship internationally, so if you need it next week, you should order a month ago. It takes time. The particular size that I have here is 4x4x4, and my smaller one is 3x3x3. Now let's go with the second style that I have. This particular one is my box printer, and it's only on the outside, super soft, super sturdy, but it is a bit thinner than the cardboard, and it comes with inserts. And these are really important. They do come separately, like you pay for them together, but they come separately in the box. So then you put them together and then put them in your box. Really easy, really easy. And then you just close the flap and then close the sides, and it's just like that. I would say something to look out for are the little slits on the side right here. I don't know if you can see that. When you open it, it can rip if you're not careful. So make sure you squeeze it open because it's very tight. The cardboard one doesn't matter because cardboard is not so sensitive, but this particular stock is. But it is beautiful. I didn't do the inside because it is cheaper to do only the outside. And I just felt like my design stepped up tremendously. So I love it. But those are my custom boxes. I'll have specs on the screen, of course, so don't forget to take notes or do screen grabs or save this YouTube video in your playlist, and you can always use it as a reference. In general, for online orders, I use Kraft boxes. Really simple, easy to put together. I just put my label paper on there. These particular ones are from Uline. I got these ages ago. I mentioned in a previous video I ordered bulk, so I had hundreds laying around. And I don't have a lot of online orders, so I had a bunch in stock. And I also use these for my market events. If you don't want to use Uline, don't worry, there are other options like theboxery.com, Papermart, and Eco Enclose, and of course Amazon. So you do not have to only support Uline. There are other amazing options. They are like the biggest, and I feel like a lot of other businesses get boxes from them and slap their logo on there. But just know there's always other options. So shipping boxes, I'm going to do a demonstration shortly, but might as well talk about it right now. So the sizes I use are 10 by 7 by 5, and it's this big. This size holds 2 of my concrete candles, and it's about this big, so not too bad. Then I have this size, which is 6 by 6 by 6, and it holds 1 concrete candles, but 2 minis. And to give you an idea, it looks like this. So give you an example. And again, you can use the boxery.com, Papermart, Amazon, Uline, or Eco Enclose. And those are my shipping boxes. So the next thing to discuss is tissue paper. So I have custom tissue paper, and it looks like this, which I feel is familiar because you've seen the side of my custom boxes and other collateral items. And I got this from my box printer as well. They do tissue paper just like they do custom boxes. The tissue paper arrives like this, and it has another big box, but I already recycled that one. And then this is inside because you don't want your tissue paper ruined. So I do appreciate how they package it. Looks like this. So you know it's your tissue paper, and it's in here. So it's like tight. I love it. And I have a size, like it's not that big. Let me pull it up for you. So it's like perfect. Like it's not that big because it holds my candles really well. And sometimes I ship with it if I have extra, or I'll use it for the market event if someone doesn't want a bag. So it's just a personal touch. Not everyone wants to use tissue paper, and that's fine. I did study graphic design and design emphasis, and branding is my #1 favorite. I care about stuff like that, and I want people to have a special experience associated with buying my concrete candles. But if I run out, or if I choose to not have tissue paper, I just get plain tissue paper from Amazon. So it's just a preference. These big companies get a chance to make their products look good. I feel like small business owners can too, and I'm going to continue to do that. I get about 200, which lasts me a very long time. And for wholesale, I use regular tissue paper sometime, but if I have enough, I cut it in half and use it, and it makes it last even longer. When you do order from them, if you do, it does have that printer smell, like fresh paper out of the printer. It doesn't bother me, but because I sell candles, I don't want it like conflicting with the blends. So I air it out. I'm gonna take it out of this and just sit it outside for a bit and just sit it on my shelf and just let it do its thing. But if I keep it in here longer, the scent will last longer. So something to keep in mind. So the next segment, branding and postcards and thank you cards, business cards. This is one of the favorite ones that I have. This is the front and this is the back. And it's just a thank you for your purchase note, one of my icons, and a little note over here in room if I want to write something personal or my name or thank you and their name, all that stuff. And I actually ordered these from Moo. Moo Designs is my absolute favorite. I've been using them for a long time, and I think their quality is just really pristine when it comes to the postcards. But another option is Vistaprint, and I feel like they're very popular. I'm sure you've heard of them before, but they're amazing too. And I also have Woodwick care cards. So I really like these. Like really sturdy, just some information I want people to read. It is very important. But for those who don't want to read, here are the icons on the other side. And these I also got from Moo. Really sturdy square cards. So my business card. So business cards, I also use Moo Design. Here are 2 versions of the ones that fit my brand colors. And here's the back. I don't know if you can see that. Here's the back side, Onya'e Naturals, email and contact. No phone number, just email and socials. And I love the green, y'all. It's my favorite. So same thing, but this particular one is a cute info card. On the back, it's just about Onya'e Naturals. It's small, but in person, it's like good for people who just want to grab something and remember me by if they're not ready to purchase. So it's like a mini info sheet. And I also have new designs coming. When it does come, I'll show it in another video. But it's fun. I think cards are fun. Postcards are really sweet. And people like little notes, I think. I don't overdo it. I don't have like 5 things at the top. It's just personal, you know, it's personalized and really cute design. And people at markets love grabbing things. And speaking of grabbing, my stickers. So here's one that I really love. It's so cute. And here's another one showing the outline of my vessel. And these stickers I also had done with a friend actually. She has like a sticker printer, but I use Vistaprint for stickers. They do a lot, by the way. So you go on Vistaprint, you're gonna see banners and table runners, all that good stuff. But stickers are fun and they're really great for markets, so I suggest trying it out. I know it's weird because you buy all these stickers or postcards just to give it to people, but it's part of the branding, I feel, and it's really stepped up my line, I can tell, especially at markets. So yeah, those are my cards, and yeah, I'm really proud of those. My next favorite product is custom tape. Here's my custom tape. I love it. Honestly, you go to Vistaprint, that's majority of where I get my things. And the tape dispenser holder, whatever, is from Amazon. There are professional ones out there. I'm not spending an arm and a leg for them. You just put water in this cute little thing, slide it down, and or cut it, get a paper towel or sponge at the back, put it on the box. It's my favorite. I love custom tape. Scotch tape is just as good. If you want to add a little detail, make it special, make it stand out, the person knows what they're getting in the mail, custom tape is there for you. It's fun. The specs are on the website and you can do it in Canva. Since we talked about boxes and labels, now we're going to talk about my favorite shopping bag. And here's my shopping bag. And can you guess where I got it from? I designed it in Canva, but I ordered it through Race to Print. How did I find them? Instagram. I'm on Instagram enough, and I just took a chance, looked at reviews, and I got it. So I designed it in Canva, I uploaded per the specs that they send you, and this is the small bag version. The big bag is from Vistaprint. So Vistaprint does shopping bags, they do everything, table runners, you name it, but Race to Print also does like tape and like cups and bags and totes and all that good stuff. So I love it. It's my favorite. And I'm proud because like I designed it myself. The next bag I'm going to have, the vessels are going to be a little bit more loose, not so tight. But I love my bag, y'all. So yeah, Race to Print, Vistaprint. Check them out. All right, so I figured I'd come downstairs just to better illustrate how I pack my concrete candles for online orders. And I have my custom tape. I have my shipping box. This particular one is 6 by 6 by 6. So just one 8-ounce concrete candle. But if I have 2 minis, those will fit in here as well. And I have my marketing card. So I have a care card and I have a postcard. It's kind of like a thank you for your purchase. Here's 10% off and all that good stuff. So then we have the box that I actually put the candle in. I do not put my concrete candles just in the shipping box. I put it in the box first. But if I do, I will make sure it's wrapped carefully, but I just tend to put it in its own box. And it's already wrapped in tissue paper, but what I like to do for extra protection is to put popcorn in this box as well. And that is because you don't want extra jiggling. Even if this is packaged perfectly in here, I don't want any shaking. Just don't want to risk it. And that's normally enough. And it's okay if it's like on the sides. Like I know the customer appreciates if it's like packed carefully. So I put it like that. And make sure that's nicely. All right, so got some packing peanuts in here. I make sure it's closed tightly. I do a test. It's still a little jiggly, see that? Or hear that? Don't like that. So I open it back up, add more. It is not worth the risk, in my personal experience. If you feel it's too much, you don't have to. I just like to go above and beyond because why not? I think it's just best to be better prepared. We don't want it. We want the top to be able to close, maybe not too much, but that's tight. Much better. So I have that. Now I'm going to put my shipping box together. And I really like putting these together. If I have a bunch of orders, I really like just laying out the boxes. It's just fun. So I tend to make sure the box like wording numbers show. I don't hide that, so it looks like this. And now the tape. So the custom tape, it can be, at first it was a little weird and tricky for me, but then I figured out the more I used it. And so I'm gonna show that. Make sure it's fully wet. If you use this, I like to go back sometime. And it's okay if the tape gets wet on the outside, it dries. Hold it down. Sometimes I go back and like wet the edges. I'm always impressed when I watch YouTube folks who use this tape. They just do it once and I'm like, wow, okay. So like that. And you'll make sure it's like even. It's not sitting on top. It's just like even. And then do this. And then there you go. And just do a little rub. Again, it'll dry if the tape is a little wet. It's okay. The customer's not going to get it wet. And look at that. It is secure. And if I'm being real, I tend to overdo it with my tape. No one has complaint, but I just want to make sure it's secured. So that's how I do that. Next, more packing peanuts. I don't ship with bubble, so I don't feel the need to, so I just use packing peanuts. I do a bunch first. Sometimes it's probably too much. I just do a nice bottom side layer. Then stick this in here. And this tape, this is for a particular collection, so that's why that's there. But I stick it in so it looks like this. Make sure that's good. And then I get more packing peanuts. Now I'm gonna move the camera so it's at an angle where you can see actually how I do it. So here is the top, how that looks. See how that's cushioned in. Then I add more packing peanuts on the side so that it's not touching the edge of the box. That's just my preference. It's not the end of the world if it does, because you know the inside's package, but I just like it in the middle. This is kind of like how I've been doing it for years now. And make sure that's good. And then I go and just add a bit more, nothing too crazy. And don't forget the cards that I mentioned. I always add this. Here's the back of this, and I add a little note. And wooden care card, little note. And then sometime I do this, or sometime I put it on the side. So that's okay too. Because, you know, when people open their box, you don't want it to cut. And now we find, let's push that in, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. And then make sure it's like that. So I make sure it's aligned, because when I put the tape, I want it like this, not like that. You want it like that. Give it a shake. See how there's no jiggle? I swear this isn't muted. See, it's no jiggle. And now I'm going to tape this closed. So I do it this way. Activate my tape. And you can see how I do this closely. I wet that a bit more. Stop there. Rip it. This is the part where I've got to really hold it down. And I like to go back, wet the edge. It's kind of just my thing to be sure. And I do that. Right there. Make sure it's even, and you can tell by feeling it. And then there we go. We did it. Perfect. And that is how I pack my concrete candles. All right, we did it. And that is how I pack my concrete candles. And I'm going to show you a throw test and then open it again. I've always wanted to do that. So for the next part of this are labels, custom labels. And the brands that I use and that I've been using for a while now, first is Online Labels. I love them. I've been using them for years. They're pretty great. Avery, also a great resource, just as much as Online Labels. And Leap and Lizards. And currently I use Leap and Lizards because they have a texture that I really love, and they have a bunch of options. So you go to their website, find all the texture options you want. It's listed. And I want to share how I store my labels. First, this bin, these are labels. And I don't have a pegboard, which is something I've mentioned that I would try to get. But a lot of folks who do the roll option, you can hang it up on the pegboard, but I'm not really into that. And when I forget to say sheet, I get the roll. But I store it here, so it's all neat and organized and I know where to go. This is how this looks. These are how these look. Some of them are like brand colors, so the olive green, cream, the terracotta, and I have a soft blue. And they come secure. So these are with leaping lizards, and here's the rubber band. And I found them on Instagram. A lot of these I use for markets because of the regular Kraft boxes for markets. I kind of switch it up sometime. As long as the information's there, that's all that matters. But this is what this is. So that's rolls. So if that's your thing, go for it. The rubber band helps. And my favorite is the binder, my magic binder. You guys notice each time I talk about it, it gets bigger and bigger. So this is for sheet, it's just so I have the option to turn it like this. I love looking at it this way. It's just mentally less stressful. It's just clear. I got these clear sheets from like Office Depot, and you just slide things in, slide it out, super easy. And right now I have a big size for my 8-ounce candle, and then I have smaller labels for my minis and the tiny glass. So it looks like this. I'll like zoom in on the camera. It looks really good. And I love this color. And right now, I wish I could show you the texture on the camera. It's super soft. Like, I love it. And when they don't have this super soft one, I just use matte. Not against gloss. I just like matte more. So I have this. I have different like colors. I still have, when you buy online labels, it looks like this. They provide the details for you. And Maestro is a program similar to like Avery, where if I were to buy just the papers, I can print my labels at home. I don't have a color printer, but if I did or didn't, I can still just put my paper in the printer, use Maestro, and print my stuff. It's amazing because you already paid for the label. So I think that's kind of cool. I really like online labels for when I just need basic labels in black font and no color. And I still have all this room. I have a pocket of stuff back here. Anyway, so this is my label binder and I really love it. Now, sometimes the sheets, as you can see, can be a big, like I could put it in this way. Sometimes they're longer, but if that's the case, what I do, because it's not like the end of the world, I just fold it and then it's like that. Super simple. It's just all in one place and I like flipping through it. But I also have this and that's okay too. So a preference, you know, sometime for a quick market, just bring the bin. Sometime at a market when it's super slow and you need to like label boxes. I feel like the rolls would be great for that because it's just quick, grab, label, done. But yeah, that's the labels. So that segment I did, how I pack up my orders. This is that box. It's really sturdy. Like, I want you to hear it. And I figure let's just throw it around and give it a test to see how strong it is. You know, I'm going to throw this about and see if it works. I think it will, but let's try it out. So you saw me throw it around a bit, but now let's drop it on actual concrete ground and see how it holds up. I'm kind of nervous, but here we go. One more time. Let's open it and see if my concrete candle lasts or not. I am famished. It's hot right now, but here's the package, okay? Remember the bottom, how I say I always show that part? We're going to open it and see if the candle is good. All right, so here's the box I just threw around and dropped. I'm gonna open it and see if my candle is secured or not. If not, that's gonna be really funny. But I wanna just show how well packaged it is. These are sharp scissors. Never point scissors towards you when you cut. That goes without saying, but you'd be surprised how often people forget that. Because you never know when you, like, you know, make a mistake. All right, cut it open. And So it looks good so far. These are flat. But let's take out the candle, the most important part. It's gonna get a little messy, but that's okay. Clean that up after. And has a little dent here. I don't know if you can tell. There it is. Candle. It's good. No crack. Oh my God. I'm very proud of myself. When I saw the dent on the box, I was like, oh God. But it's great. And it smells amazing. Oh my God. That smells good. But here we go. Let me show you. This is one of the Hydrostone Palo Santo blends. Guys. And I guarantee adding that extra packing peanut within the candle box made a difference, because that was dented up. It was dented even though it had outer protection. So that's how I pack my orders. And let me tell you, back in the day when I started teaching myself how to make concrete candles, I had a release date, people were supporting me, and I packed a lot of the boxes so poorly. I used only packing paper, no cushion, no protection. I thought concrete doesn't break. I was an amateur, and I told myself I would never let that happen again because it was so embarrassing. I had to remake a lot of my concrete candles and send out orders again. It was just humiliating because I didn't do my research, and I should have. So I say I did a pretty good job. I hope that's helpful for you guys if you pack candles, even if it's glass candles. Protect, protect, protect. And I swear packing peanuts are, in my opinion, a bit better than bubble. That's just my opinion. And I am going to be making more glass candles, so I've tested that as well. Yeah, thanks for watching that segment. So I hope that was really helpful for you guys. It was really fun putting it together. And if you're curious as to how I came across these companies, 99% of the time, Instagram. And then I research on Reddit, YouTube, I look at the tags, I check comments, reviews, Trustpilot. Like I really put a lot of time researching, confirming if it's a reputable source. And for example, my box printer, there was a maker talking about how she had a hard time finding custom boxes. And literally in the video, she's taken out her custom boxes out of a bigger box. And the bigger box said, my box printer. Immediately, I was like, oh, I'm gonna check them out. And I did. Long story short, after emailing back and forth, purchasing 3 times, I find them to be amazing. And I'm glad I gave it a chance. I saw the website, I took a chance, and now they make my custom boxes. But people in the comments were like, where do you get your custom boxes? It's like, why are you asking a question she literally answers by saying it, and it's in the video? So suggestion, pay attention to the details, but it's right there. And it was just kind of funny seeing her be like, it's in the video. Anyway, Instagram is helpful. Like it's becoming really, really helpful for small business owners. So you'd be surprised what you learn in captions. And on YouTube, when you look at a small business owner video, look at their description, because 9 out of 10 times they have discounts and they have helpful storefronts and links. I have found a lot of helpful stuff just by that alone. That's a suggestion that I have. I do that to this day. When I'm looking for something a little more niche, when I'm looking for something that may be hard to find in person, I just go on YouTube and do my research. It becomes Google for me. I, in fact, like YouTube way more. You learn so much. So try that out, and I hope it works for you. And if there's anything I missed, please put in the comments. I'm happy to do another video. If you want me to do one dedicated to candle making, I'm happy to do that too. But I do hope it helps and points you in the right direction. And if you're new starting out, I really hope this was helpful, because it's fun. Branding and, you know, finding your style, your colors, and different products, tape and bags, all that stuff. So thank you for watching, and I have to get back to market prepping. Got a lot to do, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.